Howdy, y'all. I am Adam, the Renaissance Nerd. You can knock me down. I'm going to get right back up. Got to keep doing what I'm going to do, keep pushing forward. I want to talk today about a simple comparison. A simple comparison between good and bad. Proper execution, abysmal execution. What am I talking about? Talking about adapting content to the big screen. Talking about being faithful to source material, respecting a franchise that includes characters, story, and the fans. Cobra Kai remains the gold standard of how you treat a franchise, how you treat its characters, its storylines, and how you treat fans. On the flip side, Amazon's Wheel of Time. That's how you don't treat a franchise. It's how you don't treat characters, source material, and especially the fans. Cobra Kai dropped at the end of last week, December 31st, 2021. To, as you can see here, perfect score on Rotten Tomato. Now, that doesn't mean anything. You can see it right here. The critics love it, and it's dropped 1 percentage point since last week. But all I see, including my own personal spoiler-free review, is praise for Cobra Kai Season 4, and it's well-deserved. Because what does Cobra Kai Season 4 do? It continues the story of Daniel LaRusso and Johnny Lawrence, their rivalry. 30 years later, how it's evolved. New characters, same characters, new stories, old stories, all intricately woven together while respecting where it came from. Now, before we go any further, I'm going to say now there will be some spoilers for Cobra Kai Season 4, and there will be spoilers for Wheel of Time Season 1. Can't avoid it, and how I'm going to talk about this today. So if you haven't watched Cobra Kai Season 4 yet, go and watch it, and then come back here and continue watching this video. I'm going to give you fair warning because I do believe in not spoiling some people. So, I'm going to give you a couple seconds here. Okay, we are going to be talking spoilers of Cobra Kai Season 4. Cobra Kai Season 4, to me, it's everything that was great about Season 1 with more meat. With more meat. Because the inclusion of Terry Silver and showing his backstory and his relationship with Kreese, you took it to the next level. And they even remarked on Karate Kid 3 and how kind of absurd it was. And it shows you that they are completely self-aware while still respecting it. Early on in Season 4, when Kreese is trying to recruit Terry Silver, Terry says, I'm ashamed of what I did in the late 80s. I think Karate Kid takes place in the late 80s, or it's supposed to chronologically. I was hopped up on coke. I tortured a teenage kid. How insane is that? It was insane. Kind of silly when you look back on it. That's why Karate Kid 3 is not my favorite of the franchise. My favorite was Karate Kid 2. But it's self-aware, but it's respecting it, but giving it a twist to show you, yes, it was a silly concept, but here, let's just talk about how crazy it was, and let's have the character reflect on it in a mature fashion, while not destroying the source material, adding flavor to it, adding texture to it. And it not only does that, but it shows you in the Season 4, Terry's deep purposeful journey to becoming darker and darker, like when he beats the crap out of Stingray. That's dark as hell, and then does it all so he can set up Kreese to go to jail, all to prove his point about how everybody has a weakness. Incredible. Deep. Building on Terry Silver as this top-tier, dark, disgustingly depraved villain. It's fantastic. It improves on what we saw. We knew he was depraved from Karate Kid Part 3. And now we see that turned loose, older, he's even worse. and he would destroy the man he considered his brother, his friend, because he sees him as his own weakness. Beautiful. That is what we're talking about. That is why I say it's the gold standard. And then bringing in Chosen at the end to ally with Daniel. Old enemies, now friends, going forward. There's so much of it, but because it built on it in season 3 with the Chosen arc in Okinawa. It all built to this point, and it's great, and it's respectful, and we love it. Johnny going off to look for Miguel. Johnny's trying to struggle to still rebuild his life to be happy, to let the past go. It's all so brilliantly done, in my opinion. But then you look at Wheel of Time. Let's look at Wheel of Time. Wheel of Time has a complicated setup for Book 2 story. The shills are going out of their way to protect this show because it has been broken. This article basically details how Rafe Judkins has broken the story so much surrounding the dagger, the Shadar Logoth dagger, the theft of the Horn of Valir. In Book 2, The Great Hunt, the actual book written by Robert Jordan, that adventure is a Rand and Matt adventure with some Shienarans along for the ride. And Loial too. It's an adventure that they're supposed to have. Can't happen now. Matt's not there. The dagger isn't really connected to him anymore. Ingtar is dead. Padan Fain has no connection to Shadar Logoth. Rand's not even there. It's on Perrin to go get it. It's on Perrin. That's taking Perrin away completely from his story with the wolves and the white cloaks, and eventually tracking Rand in Book 3, in being Rand's ally, his story of Moraine through Book 3, taking them to Tyr. I mean, you see how it diverts everywhere. And it all starts because Rafe Judkins doesn't respect the lore, doesn't respect the characters, doesn't respect the source material, has done everything possible through 8 episodes of season 1 to completely disregard Robert Jordan's epic tale. Replace it with his own agenda-driven narrative by taking all the awesome moments that should go to Rand and the other men and giving it to women. All to push the virtue signaling SJW woke agenda. You see what I'm talking about here? Here, respect. Johnny and Daniel, respect. Kreese and Terry, still respect. Treated properly. All the new characters brought in, both male and female, given proper arcs, proper respect. Nobody steals anybody's thunder. And it's executed where even when the girls have their moments in the light, that final match between Sam and Tori in season 4 at the end of the tournament, even though I knew how it had to turn out, I knew Tori had to win based from the setup of the show and the fact that how can you have Cobra Kai how can you call a show Cobra Kai if Cobra Kai gets disbanded because Eagle Fang and Miyagi-Do win the tournament? You knew they weren't going to win the tournament. You knew Cobra Kai was going to win. But that match between Tori and Sam, I was on the edge of my seat. Even though I knew Sam was going to lose. Even when she's doing that awesome, making her own combination of Miyagi-Do and Eagle Fang, where she just gets complete control. And and the music was so top notch. The score has me in, and I'm getting the chills right now just thinking about it. Had me there. I knew how it was going to end up, but I was still riveted because Tori and Sam had proper character development, proper done. They were strong female characters, separate from the male characters. They didn't take anything away from the men as far as I am concerned, as opposed to Wheel of Time, which takes everything away from the men and gives it to the women for the sake of a narrative agenda. Cobra Kai has no agenda. Every time woke agenda comes into play, a Johnnyism happens. It's what I lovingly call when Johnny says something that's reality to destroy a woke narrative phrase that entered the dialogue or the scene. Johnnyisms keep us grounded. Wheel of Time. Wheel of Time, narrative all the way, agenda entertainment, not escapist entertainment. So there's the comparison. Success, continued failure, continued dropping. This is how you treat source material. This is how you treat fans. The creators of this love us. They love the fans. They interact with us. They praise us. They don't denigrate us. Rafe Judkins revels in pissing off book fans. He revels in it. This is how you treat a show and fans and lore and source material. This is how you don't. Wheel of Time is an ugly disaster that's getting a season 2 purely based on internal corporate politics and virtue signaling, SJW woke politics. Cobra Kai. Go watch it. Go enjoy it. You'll have a great time and a smile on your face. Wheel of Time, you don't have to watch it. I will watch it for you. I will suffer until it is given the proper demise that it deserves. All right, I'm done. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, a like would be appreciated. If you're new here, I invite you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, here to earn your trust and support with straightforward, honest takes. Not here to be everybody's friend, here to give you honesty, whether you like it or not. Hit the notification button, Share my videos if you like what I'm preaching, and please comment away. I love all comments, even if you disagree with me, because you can disagree with me, and normal people can still find common ground when they have different opinions. We are not stands. We are not SJWs who are cowards behind keyboards. I don't care what they think. I will never care what they think, and neither should you. And as soon as everybody begins to realize that, they will have no power over our franchises any longer. Thank you again for watching this video. Take it easy. Thanks for watching, everybody. I don't do Facebook. I will never do Twitter. If you want to reach out to me, just email me. It's purely for this channel. I will not miss your communication. Check me out at the Geeks and Gamers forums under @ROAS. Join me in conversations there, among many others. And I'm now on Odyssey @The Renaissance Nerd. Follow me there as well. Help us keep fighting to return escapism to entertainment. Thank you again for watching. See you next time.